Hey guys and girls, this is Sam from Sam's Tinkering Around. We went to the doctor yesterday. This is going to be like a post 1 year. Actually, we're over a year. If I wasn't doing this on my phone, I could look and see how many days it's been. It's 400 plus. I'll put a note in the description how many days it was. So just to recap, last time I went, they said no more need for bone marrow biopsies. All the bone blasts are gone. As far as conversion to the donor's blood type, I found out yesterday what was going on with that. So I'm in the process of changing to A positive. But the blood bank, until you're 100%, will not change your blood type. So they won't tell me an exact amount, but I'm pretty close to being A positive. But they won't change it until you're 99.99999%. Okay. All right. So that no more bone biopsies unless something goes crazy with my blood work. No more bone biopsies, no more chemotherapy. They pushed me out to a 3-month appointment, so I don't go back till March. Yay. He told me to start, he said, make an appointment with my general practitioner so that they can get caught up on all this stuff. What else? So they decreased my magnesium to, it's still 2 a day, but it's like 1 in the morning, 1 at night. So they decreased my magnesium. They took me off one of the stomach meds, and they said if I start having trouble to get back on it, I'm taking some over-the-counter, I can't remember, over-the-counter Pepsid, and we can go back to the prescription stuff if I start having issues. So really, I'm down to, 3 or 4 medications. Great. What else? Pretty much they're calling me in total remission from MDS. No bone marrow biopsies, no bone blast from the last one. My blood is converting. Yeah. So we're feeling pretty good, actually. Without the maintenance chemo, they cut that off too. I was feeling pretty tired and wore out. Let me see if I can change this a little bit. I was feeling pretty tired, wore out when they had me on the maintenance chemo. Excuse me. I am so sorry. I had some coffee. Every time I have coffee, it gets all caught up in my throat. But yeah, other than medications and a 3-month checkup, they may go longer next time if everything is still good and The numbers are great, and they haven't, taken a twist and gone sideways. Then maybe my appointments will go further out. That would be great. Still working. Feeling pretty good. Going back to night shift. It's hard to, deal with, man, it's crazy during the daytime. All kinds of stuff going on. It's just like, the main thing for me, I've been a night shifter for a very long time, and I've been on day shift ever since I got back, trying to recover. So if you work night shift, you're not getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, trying to get ready for a 7 o'clock shift. Usually I would sleep till about 4 in the evening, and then, depending on if I'm on 6:30 p.m. or 7:30, just depends. Sometimes I would sleep later, and, if you're going in for the 7:30, I'll live in a big metropolitan, or I work in a big metropolitan area. I live in the Podunk. So everybody's getting off work 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, screaming down the road. Well, everybody's going into Birmingham first thing in the morning, so you get caught up in that. Or they're leaving Birmingham when I'm going in on a night shift. So the traffic is usually much better, and all that good stuff. So you don't have to get up so early. You got more time to piddle around, and the traffic is not so bad, Also, with me, I'm working halftime. So I work 1 day, 1 week. Okay, so we're talking about 2 weeks. A 2-week pay period. So 1 day I'll work 1 day out of that week. I'll work 1 day. Like I work Sunday, and I'm off through Saturday. Then the next week I'll work 2 days. He may have me like working 2 days in a row, or he may have me working like a Monday and a Saturday, or a Sunday and a Saturday, or you get the point. But, because I'm drawing Social Security, they were watching me this year. You could only make $1,950 a month. That's a whole nother video that I'm going to do, like right after I get through with this. But, yeah, I'm only working 3 days every 2 weeks. And, night shift can't be that bad now, because before I was working full time, 3 nights a week, 6 nights every 2 weeks. And I was working on an ambulance too. So I was never home. My wife hated it. So she's okay with it now, because I'm not doing 6, 7 nights a week. So there you go. But anyway, it's all good. It's looking better. I'm getting stronger. I got me I borrowed a bicycle. I'm going to start doing some mountain biking. We're going to start off on, like, there's this concrete trail. It's been a long time since I rode a bike. Going to get used to it by riding the trails on a concrete track. Get used to the bike. Plan on getting my granddaughter one. Wife is not really interested, But I want to go up to Virginia, where my son lives. He lives, yeah, Virginia. Won't say what town. But anyway, there's a bunch of biking trails up there, and I plan on getting a cheap bike carrier that goes into the trailer hitch. I don't want to do the on top thing, yeah. But yeah, we're gonna do some bike trails, get her used to riding the trails. Go up there for a couple of days, visit with my son. Maybe he'll get a bike. Who knows? That would be great. It'd be fun. He used to bike a lot. And, carry on with life. So it's looking like I can, unless God decides to take me, he healed me. He gave me the right doctors, the right medications, the right treatments, and all that stuff. So, with that, glory to God. My healing, I could be dead now if I had not chose to do what I did and do the stem cell. There's a lot of stuff. There's this lady I know. She went through it. She's past day 200. She's doing really well. There's another lady. Keep in your prayers. When she did it, man, she broke out really bad. And they have to sedate her just to give her a bath. I mean, it did not go well for her. But this is so. Why do I do these? Why do I do these MDS updates? Because I want people to know that you can have MDS and it can not be fatal. It could be that it won't take your life if you catch it, find out about it, and you get the right treatment, the right doctors. Pray a lot. Trust in God. Don't get mad at God because you got sick. That, it's not God's fault that we got sick. It is man's fault because we live in a fallen world. Man disobeyed God right off the bat. Broke up, all the stuff. And brought sin into the world, brought disobedience, brought rebellion, all kinds of stuff. But he made a way. He made a way for us to have a relationship with him. During the Old Testament, he kind of lived in this big tent. And, all the all the priests, you bring them a cow or calf or whatever, perfect, spotless, without blemish. That was Jesus Christ. Spotless, without blemish, lived a perfect life. They kill all these cows, doves, whatever you bring for your sins that year. Well, it doesn't really, doesn't really create relationship. So when Jesus Christ came down here to live as a man, a God embodied as a man, a lot of people have problems with that. How can you be fully God and fully man? Well, he's God. He can do whatever he wants to. Then he had his ministry. He did his thing. And then the Pharisees, they all hated him. And they put him on a cross because they could not wrap their heads around what he was doing. But anyway, that's another story. I bought some books, little books. I know you've seen the Man on the Middle Cross. Well, I bought 5 of those to give away for people that don't understand what the whole deal with Jesus Christ coming as God and as man. You know, it's like the guy on the middle cross. He never went to church. He never went to Sunday school. He never got baptized. He didn't know what the Reformation was. None of that stuff. And he knew that he was wrong. That's why he's on that cross next to Jesus. And, you know, it's like he said, this guy's done nothing wrong. Shut up. Quit yelling at him. And this is just just my little version of it. And then he looked at Jesus and he said, hey, remember me when you come into your kingdom. And he said, today, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month. Today, you're going to be with me in paradise. So there you go. There is no, just whatever Jesus says, right? You know, those last minute conversions, that's for real. You know, if you are serious and it's real, and God forgives you and you go to heaven. There's all kind of parables about that. But anyway, love y'all. Peace out. I'm fixing to do another one that's not quite so friendly. Love y'all. Bye. Treat each other good.